Item Number, YOS-256. Object Class, Keter. Containment Procedures. All 4 instances of YOS-256 are kept in a 6-meter cubed containment chamber at all times in Site 12. If YOS-256's expanded stem is very close to the walls and ceiling of the chamber, the stem of each instance must be cut down and the cut-off portion is to be incinerated. Physical contact with YOS-256 is strictly prohibited, and any contact with it will result in the infected subject being quarantined and treated as effectively. If YOS-256 manages to corrode through the ceiling or walls of the chamber, the stem is to be cut off and the holes made by it are to be fixed immediately. YOS-256 can be damaged by pouring other liquids other than water, which will hinder its expansion once the liquid dissipates. However, this method must not be repeated with the same liquid, as it will eventually consider it as water and expand more. Each liquid is to be used 2 to 3 times if necessary. Description: YOS-256 is the designation given to 4 pots accompanied by an unidentified plant, with each pot measuring 4 meters in diameter, with soil approximately 130 grams. The plants can expand indefinitely, with no signs of stopping its growth. This growth cannot be stopped by blocking access to sunlight or water, as the plant will produce oxygen within it by releasing carbon dioxide in order to absorb it, and it will leak water from itself to let it spread through the soil, thus allowing it to grow. The plant's leaves produce a corrosive substance that spreads through the stems, and will use it to corrode through other materials if it is in the way of its growth, even other plants. Living subjects will receive minor burns when coming into little contact with the substance, but it will destroy the tissue if additional exposure is made. YOS-256's growth can be stopped by making it come into contact with a certain liquid that is not water, and it will become damaged and won't grow any further until the liquid dissolves. However, any more use of a specific liquid will cause YOS-256 to eventually consider it as a source of water, and will absorb it and grow faster than normal. This also causes it to produce more of the corrosive substance, most often causing it to drip onto the floor, damaging the floor upon contact. Due to this, no additional exposure to the liquid that is being used is to be made. YOS-256 gained attention from the Foundation following reports of an unusually long plant emerging from a 2-story house in Wisconsin. Foundation MTF Unit 49, seed destroyers, were sent to deal with the plant. After 4 minutes of tracking the source of its expansion, it led to 2 small pots enveloped by long plants. The team cut off the long stems and were incinerated, along with taking the pots to Foundation custody, and witnesses were given amnestics. Incident 256-01, Dr. was ordered to give YOS-256 large amounts of vinegar, and it stopped it from expanding further. However, after 6 uses of vinegar, the plant kept growing as it absorbed the vinegar, growing faster and producing more corrosive liquid, causing to evacuate. The plants caused damage to the walls, ceiling, and ground, as it corroded its way out. MTF Unit 49 was sent to cut off the taller stems and were incinerated, and the plant is provided with a different type of liquid. Following this, no more than 6 uses of a single liquid is required.